Let's pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today we will learn Lokottara Chaita. We have learned 12 Akusala Chaita, 18 rootless Chaita, 24 Kamavachara Sobana Chaita, 15 Rupavachara Chaita, 12 Arupavachara Chaita. That is mundane Chaita. Mundane Chaita, not supramundane. Today we will learn supramundane Chaita, supramundane consciousness. We call in Pali Lokottara Chaita. Chaita is consciousness, Lokottara, Loka Uttara. Loka is world, Uttara is overcoming, so free from. So Chaita, consciousness, free from the world, and that is a Lokottara Chaita. So for supramundane wholesome consciousness, Lokottara Kusala Chaita, Kusala Chaita, or path consciousness, Mega Chaita, path consciousness, Mega. Mega is the way or path to go Nibbana. Can say Mega Chaita, also can say Lokottara Kusala Chaita. So repeat after me to recite the Pali name. Sodabaddi Mega Chaitam Sakadagami Mega Chaitam Anagami Mega Chaitam Arahata Mega Chaitam. Again, Sodabaddi Mega Chaitam Sakadagami Mega Chaitam Anagami Mega Chaitam Arahata Mega Chaitam. Chaita is a consciousness, Mega is a path, Sodabaddi is a stream entry. Sakadagami Mega Chaitam. Sakadagami is once returning. Anagami is non-returning. Arahata is arahatship. So we should go next group for supramundane resident consciousness, Lokottara Vibhaka Chaita. Or another name is fruition consciousness, Phala Chaita. Repeat after me. Sodabaddi Phala Chaitam Sakadagami Phala Chaitam Anagami Phala Chaitam Arahata Phala Chaitam. Again, Sodapatti phala chaittam Sakadagami phala chaittam Anagami phala chaittam Arahata phala chaittam. So, or 4. Magga chaita 4, phala chaita 4, 8. In other words, Kusala chaita 4, Vipaka chaita 4, 8. No Kiriya chaita and Lokottara chaita. So, to get this chaita, we have to practice vipassana. By practicing jhana or by practicing samatha, we cannot get these chaita. By practicing vipassana only, we can get these chaita. If someone get these chaita until number 4, after passed away, he will reaches nibbana, like that. No more future life. All sufferings are stopped, like that. So, after Sodapatti Magga chaita arise, Sodapatti Magga chaita is only can arise one time. After that, Sodapatti phala chaita 2 or 3 times arise. So, Sodapatti Magga chaita is only one time, very short time. You maybe like about 1 second. Actually, much shorter than 1 second. Sodapatti Magga chaita arise. After that, as a result, Sodapatti phala chaita 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 times. So, at the moment of Sodapatti Magga chaita, that person is, we have to say, Sodapatti Magga Samingi person. Sodapatti Magga Samingi person is a person who endowed with Sodapatti Magga chaita. So that person is only short time, like about 1 second. After that, become Sodapatti phala person. Sodapatti phala person we call Sotapanna until the next stage. So Sotapanna is a quite long time until the next stage. Sodapatti Magga person is only about 1 second. Actually, much shorter than 1 second. So 2 noble person at that stage. So when you recite Dhamma quality, you know Sakado, Bhagavata, Dhammo, Sandaitiko, Akaliko. Akaliko is no times. After getting Kusala mind, phala chaita arise suddenly. Resultant chaita arise after Magga, after Kusala. Between Kusala and results, no times. Suddenly can produce a result. It means that after Sodapatti Magga chaita, Sodapatti phala chaita arise 2 or 3 times. So after that, that person is become Sotapanna until next stage. Next stage. So Sotapanna, which kind of chaita arise? Like Sotapanna is the same. Sometimes he may listen or donation episode. Within him or within her, Kamavachara Kusala chaita may arise. May arise. So I think starting from Vipassana, that is better. Today we may have time. To get that chaita is we have to practice Vipassana. How to practice Vipassana, you know? So, to practice Vipassana, mostly have to start discerning materiality. Discerning materiality, that is the easy way most of people use. So to discern materiality, have to start 4 elements, 4 kinds of rupa. That is a great element. Have to start. Do you know great 4 elements? Patavi, earth element, Abo, water element, Vayo, wind element, Tejo, fire element. Have to discern in our body. So first of all, earth element. The characteristics of earth element is hardness. Have to discern on our body. In our body, especially bones are hard. Mostly bones are hard. If you touch the teeth each other, you feel hardness. Hardness, after that I have to spread the whole body. You will see hardness in your body. So if so, you can know that is a hardness. That is a characteristic of earth element. In the earth, if you touch earth is hard. So another thing is roughness. If you rub your skin, rub something a little bit rough according to the situation. So you feel that you spread the whole body. When you see that is you understand the roughness like that. Now another thing is heaviness. When you sit like that, because your body have weight, so in the back part may be heavy. So you feel that you spread the whole body. In your mind, you will see heaviness. That is the characteristics of heaviness. So another thing is like that, softness, something soft in your body. For example, if you touch with the tongue on the upper lip, so softness you can feel. After that, you have to spread the whole body. You can feel the whole body become soft in your mind. Next one is smoothness. If you rub your lip with the tongue like that, so at that time you can feel smoothness. So you should spread your body so you can see smoothness in your mind. Next one is lightness. Something you do like that, you raise up your hand, you should feel lightness. So after that, spread the whole body. So if you can see, your body is become light. That is characteristics of earth elements. So 6 characteristics: hardness, roughness, heaviness, softness, smoothness, lightness. Have to see. That is all. Actually, main characteristics is hardness. Hardness. But if a lot of other elements become very hard, no water, less water. If you pour water, much water, maybe that element becomes soft or smooth. Lightness is why our body is light. For example, especially if heat much, because of heat or because of wind, the body is light. So only other elements heavy, not light. But if it mixes with wind and heat, body become light. In the Buddha time, one person called Pa-Auk, he is a mayor. He has a wrong view, so he want to check next life have or not. After in his city, sometimes thieves appear. Some places are still like that. So his disciple catch the thief. So after according to law, need to give him to kill, need to kill. So at that time he want to check next life have or not. So at that time, before killing, he, how to say, he scale or measure how weight. After that, without coming out the blood, without making to come the blood to coming out, he killed that person very gently. Nothing come out. So at that time, after that, he put on the weight, on the scale. So how heavy, which body is heavy, alive body is heavy, or is the dead body heavy, like that. So at that time, after dead body is more heavy than alive body. So at that time, because of his checking, he told Bande, so if something like a soul come out from the body, maybe that body is should be lighter, not light, more heavy. So if so, may not have a soul, may not have a next life, because of that reason, like that. So at that time, Bande told him, in the lifetime we have a consciousness, we have a heat. That consciousness heat make the person to be light. To be light. After that, the heat is go away. Consciousness is go no consciousness, so body become heavy. That is the reason. So he shows some simile, the iron block. So if cold time more heavy. If make liquid with the fire, so the iron become liquid. At that time, lighter than some block like that. So now lightness, heaviness is if originally other element is heavy, but if mixed with something, become lightness. So like that. So main important thing is hardness, heaviness, and roughness. That is the characteristics of other elements. So after that, water elements have to descend. Water element is two characteristics, flowing and cohesion. That is a characteristic of water element. So into the mouth have a slivers. You should emphasize that place. You should focus that place. You can feel many saliva come out, many things like that. That is a flowing. So you should feel that. After that, part by part, you should spread. Especially you should start urine place, sweating place. After that, you can feel it in your mind. Flowing may obvious. Some people know obviously like that. If so, that is a knowing characteristics. Next one is a cohesion. Cohesion is like that soap powder. Soap powder is like earth element, much earth, less water. But if you put some amount of water, the soap powder become block. Because of water, cohesion or collect like that. Our body also, because of water, no hand is like a hand form, not spread away like that. If no water, later part by part go away like the earth or like the sand. That is a cohesion. So you should do like that. You should feel like that. After that, about this feeling, you should spread the whole body. If so, you understanding cohesion. That is a water element. Next one is a wind element. Wind element is pushing and supporting, two characteristics. So if we shake like that, that is because of wind element. Some people like a stroke, they cannot shake. Connections, wind flowing is blowing is loose. so cannot shake. So now we can shake our body. Why? Because of wind elements. We have wind element. So something you should shake, you should feel pushing, the wind pushing. So in our body, many things, blood from the lower part to the upper part, from the upper part to the lower part, always pushing. So that is because of wind element. So pushing, you should feel by shaking something, you should feel pushing. After that, you should spread. So in your mind, you will see pushing. So next one is supporting. So our body now, like that, can sit because of wind element. If we break a wind element, we may fall down like that. We may fall down. So if we want to sit, can sit. If we want to stand, can stand because of wind. That is especially produced by mind. So if the mind lose, sometimes fall down like that. Sometimes sleep, the body fall down like that. That is a supporting. You should do sit like that. You should feel supporting. So if you know the whole body, that is a supporting. That is a characteristic of a wind element. Next one is fire element. Fire element has two characteristics. One is heat, one is cold. One temperature. You may say heat, you may say cold. So some places are heat in our body. You should feel that spread the whole body. If you know, that is a knowing fire element. So after that, cold. Some parts are made cold. Feel that spread the whole body. So that is the coldness of the fire element. So if you do like that, your body later like smoke in your mind, later like glasses, very bright, some light you can see. So you have to turn one by one, many times. So in your mind later, you don't know this is a hand, this is a leg, body like that. You will know only elements. Other elements, water, fire, wind element, you have to discern. If you do again later you can do quickly. So if you can do quickly, later concentration is improve. If so, you can see gray color, light, like glasses, like that. After that, you have to see space. By thinking, there is a space, you should see. If so, your body become break as a small pieces, like dust under the light. So at that time, you have to discern in a small piece as a full element. Sometimes you may discern on the leg place. Sometimes you may discern hand place or into the eye, into the ear. Everywhere you can discern full element. Not only full element, other things you should discern. For example, color, smell, taste, nutrients in that materiality. At least one small piece there is 8 kinds of rupa. At least some pieces are 10 kinds of rupa. Some pieces are 9 kinds of rupa. Like that, have to discern. So after discerning all 28 rupa, after discerning all, that is you know every materiality in your body. So at that time, by seeing yourself, you should do. There is a materiality only. No man, no woman in your mind. No me, no others. No beings, no Brahma, no Devas. You should make a mark, you should notice, or you should decide. Just materiality. So like that, outside also you can discern. In front of you, someone sitting, you should do full element. In the same way, we'll break. After that, you should discern one by one. every materiality, into the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, or into the heart. Every different materiality you have to discern. After the one discerning, another one, the other one, all person you can discern. Not only person, but also house, home, ornaments, everything you have to discern. So all are become 4 elements, especially outside things, only 8 kinds of rupa only. So whatever you see, wherever you see, all are materiality. Materiality is characteristics, group of characteristics is changing because of weather, because of food, because of nutriment, because of weather, because of nutriment, because of consciousness, and because of karma. Because of 4 causes, changing. By seeing in that situation, you should make a mark, or you should decide, all are materiality. No man, no woman, no beings, no deva, no Brahma. So in that time, your mind is like that, seeing like that. Your mind not think that is a person. No person. You cannot find out every body part. You should see like that. You have seen part by part in this way. Because of this, in your mind, no beings, no me. What is me? At that time, you understand that is materiality only in that stage. So after discerning, some causes also have to discern. Some materiality are made of mind, produced by mind. So to know that, you should shake your hand. So you should know first, I want to shake, that is a consciousness. So at that time, because of that mind, so materiality are arising. So as a small pieces arising. So if you understand this mind is produced by consciousness, so that is some materiality are produced by consciousness. Some materialities are produced by nutriment. You should discern the food. You should discern nutriment. From that nutriment spread the whole body. Materiality into the ear, into the nose, tongue, body, like that. Everywhere spread because of nutriments until you can accept. So if so, that is produced by nutriment. Some are because of temperature. Among the materiality has temperature, especially heat. That is also producing body, producing materiality. So you should discern that heat. After that, you should discern producing by that heat. So in your mind, heat producing materiality you can see. If so, that is produced by nutriment, produced by heat or temperature. So 3 causes you can know at that time, but produced by karma is a later part. After discerning materiality, you have to discern mentality. To discern mentality, according to Law, we have to discern Indo process. By seeing some color impinge your eye sensitivity. Eye sensitivity is materiality. So if color impinge eye sensitivity, if you have attention, you have light. So eye process arise within you. First consciousness, Indo rewarding consciousness. After that, seeing consciousness, eye consciousness. After that, receiving consciousness. After that, investigating consciousness. After that, 7 jhana, like that. According to process, have to discern. So ear also you have to discern that the sound impinge your ear. If you have attention, you can within you ear process arise. So that is also you have to discern by holding ear. Ear is a base, also heart is a base. The sound impinge into your ear or into heart. The same time, two places impinge. So you have to hold ear base, heart base. You have to hold the object. So by holding base and object, you should check mind process. So in this way, have to discern. For the nose, the same. For the tongue, for the body, something you touch. At that time, body consciousness arises. So later part, according to thinking. Thinking is many objects can appear. That is only into the heart. So that is a mind or process. Have to discern. So after discerning like that mentality, you have to decide. That is a mentality. Have to decide. No man, no woman. Have to decide. So not only within us, outside also, external also we have to discern. For the external, like a general, only mentality. Mentality is the characteristics of mentality is inclining towards objects. Every mentality are inclined towards object. My mind can incline the color. Going towards, inclining is. My mind can think everywhere. About the Deva can think, about the America can think, about the Myanmar can think, like that. So mentality is inclining towards object or going towards object. So that is the group characteristics of mentality. So by seeing that characteristics, you should do mentality, internal, external. Have to do kananka. So at that time, have to decide mentality. No man, no woman, no beings, no Brahma, no Deva. Because thinking man and woman is that is wrong thinking. Thinking mentality, materiality is right thinking. The right thinking is a beneficial thinking. No more sorrow, limitation, like that. Beneficial thinking. So we have to say right thinking. So if you do internal, external, you are discerning is later become very clever. After that, you can discern about your past. Maybe yesterday, or 5 days ago, 10 days ago, 1 month ago, mentality, materiality. In this way, you have to go back until into the mother womb, the baby into the mother womb. But not as a person, as a mentality, materiality. So after that, you may reach the starting point of your life. According to learning, how much mentality there, how much materiality there, you have to discern. After discerning, this result is arise because of cause. By thinking like that, there is cause of this consciousness or this mentality, materiality. In this way, you have to go through past life. So although we say past life, according to life, this life and previous life is very different. But according to process, that is very near, like our mind. Now I see something, I listen to something. These two consciousnesses are like very close. In the same way, previous death and this life born very near, not so far. So you can go through as a mentality, materiality. So in the near-death moment, the object of your mentality is your karma. You may have done donation, you may have done paying homage to the Buddha, like that, which can produce this life. So at that time, can see your karma. So because of that karma, we get this life mentality, materiality. Have to do connection, how connection we have. So at that time, if you can see, because of that karma, this mentality, materiality arise. If so, that is understanding karma result. At that time, you will know some materialities are produced by karma. Produced by karma. Not only past one life, in this way you can go next life, like that. Past life. At least our teacher teaches at least about 3 lives. So can see 5 lives, 4 lives, like that, according to ability of meditator. So only just to understanding karma results. You may not know about your parents, about your name, about your appearance. At least you must know because of what kind of karma you have this life. So in this way, have to see past life. At that time, you can decide cause and effect. Because of that cause, this effect arise like that. So for the future also have to see. For the future also, you should do some kusala. For example, offering flowers to the Buddha. You should wish some life. What kind of life you wish? For example, want to be Deva or want to be human, like that. So, when you discerning in time, you should discern now offering a flower, that is a kusala mind, kamausra kusala. So at that time you can discern. You hold your heart objects, maybe flower or Buddha image. By holding this base object, you should discern mentality. That is a kusala. That is a cause. This cause will produce a result. By knowing, by understanding like that, you should see future. Or next year, next month, next year, in this way, by making part by part until you die. After you next life, you will get. So at that time, have to do cause and effect. Because of this cause, that's materiality arise. So in this way, can go to the future. Many meditators can accept. They accept and they admit they can do, they can discern like that. Many meditators empower. So they can see future, even in future, in this way. So quite you may not be able to think because of future not yet arise, but sometimes it's very wonderful. Bhante Ananda in one life, Jataka is a Mahanarada Jataka. In one life, he can see past 7 lives. Not because of practicing. That is we call it Jatesra Jnana. Can remember past life. Nowadays also some people, some of my friends, they can remember his past life. One is a beta life, one is a human life. His wife's mother, father, all remember. Because he has in his body have some like a blood color. Because of previous life, because of accident or something, he has to die. So he can know his story all like that. That is what we call it Jatesara Jnana. In the Buddha story also many people have. So Bhante Ananda in one life he can see past 7 lives. So past 7 lives are can imagine because it already happened. But future 7 lives also he can remember, he can know. Like that. At that time, he is a human. He is a human or lady. Her name is Rucha, the princess. So, in the Mahanarada, in the Jataka called Mahanarada, you can read about that. So, future he can know. How he can know? Maybe sometimes. If we have done enough course, that is surely will produce life, not changeable. Some karmas are like that. So because of this, because of connection, we can see future like that. We can see future. For example, someone is learning education in very good way. I know his knowledge. I know his effort. So, if so, I can guess his future. Later, in the future, this person will be doctor. Sometimes very sure, because we are seeing his goals. His goals is quite enough, like that. So in the same way, by doing goals, if you discern results, that is can see results. So future mentality, materiality in your mind. So in the scripture also, in the dependent origination, have a future effect. Because of present cause, have a future effect. So the Buddha also encouraged to know dependent origination. So the Buddha also encouraged to know, to discern future events, future mentality, materiality. Even Anatta Lakkhana Sutta, to know materiality is what kind of materiality we need to know. Near and far, gross and smooth, superior and inferior, present, past, future, like that, mentioned. Future materiality not yet arising, but the Buddha encouraged to discern in many sutta. So some story also they can know future lives. So if there is a cause, surely that cause is will produce in the future. So the wisdom can see in the future. In one sutta, one day we are told to the Buddha about the light. So the light of sun is the most, but the Buddha not accept. The light of wisdom is the most. Why? The light of sun is only present can see. If covered by something, the sun cannot go through. But the wisdom is different. Wisdom is can see present, can see past, can see future. Although covered by something, wisdom can go through. Because of this, the Buddha say, Pinya sama abanati. There is no light the same as wisdom. The light of wisdom is the most. So like that. Because of this, if we discern properly, that is possible to see future. So that is according to scripture's saying. If you want to know by asking people, you should go Pa-Auk. There are many peoples, many nationalities have. You can ask how do you see future? So to dispel your doubts. So if you want to practice yourself, that is better. So have to discern. At that time, in meditator's mind can see from the past, present, until the future. You have discerned. The whole series you can see. Only materiality also you can see. The whole materiality. The whole line you can see. Very long line. Like that. Materiality. But nature is the same. All are changing because of four causes. The same nature. For example, human have a different nature. You can discern a different nature. He has this nature. He has this nature. Can discern. Also, the same nature have. Human nature is a human nature. That's as a group. Everybody has a human nature. So first of all, have to discern one by one. Later part, make a combination. Human nature as a human. So before we have done one by one. Now, as a conclusion, we have to discern all line materiality. So at that time you can accept. So aggregate mean is a group. How to group? Past, present, future. Or gross and smooth, superior and inferior. All materiality are included or not included. Because from the past until the future, all materiality you see. Because of this, Past also include, present also include, future also include, superior also include, inferior also include, because sometimes lives are not produced by akusala, sometimes are produced by kusala. Because of this, inferior or superior also include, near and far also include. Because of this, that is we say rupa khanda, materiality aggregate. So mentality also, you have to do one by one in detail. After doing in detail, you make a conclusion, or mentality, inclining towards objects. So by seeing that characteristics, you should do mentality. That is a nama rupa way, two way. If you want to do 5 aggregate way, you can do. One is a materiality, one is a feeling, one is a perception, one is a sankhara formation, one is a consciousness. 5 lines also you can do. Now we are saying 2 way to be easy. So mentality. So 2 way you can do mentality, materiality, no man, no woman, like that. Inside also you can see, outside also you can see. Wherever you see, whatever you see, or mentality, materiality. About the mountain, water, those are only materiality. About the beings, mentality, materiality. So everything you can see. So cause and effect also you can see. After that, knowing all mentality, all materiality, you have to discern. Those by seeing arising and vanish of those mentality, materiality, you should do. That is impermanence, because always arising and vanishing. So that is a suffering, because harming by impermanence, you cannot maintain. That is a harming, always arising and vanish. So because of this suffering, so you have to discern non-self. Those mentality, materiality are not under your control. According to cause and effect, always arising and vanish. You cannot stop, you cannot last. So because of not your control, under your control, that is a non-self. So you have to do impermanence, suffering, non-self, have to discern again and again. In your mind, always walking, sitting, standing, always whatever you see, wherever you hear, only you have to think mentality, materiality, and impermanence, suffering, non-self, not only 1 day, 2 days. So meditate in the Buddha's teaching 1 year, 2 years, sometimes 15 years, 20 years. After that, they gain such consciousness. After that. So, whatever you see, wherever you see, you are seeing mentality, materiality, rising and vanish always. So later, you see, you may have a fearness with wisdom. You may think that is dangerous. So according to vipassana knowledge, rising, like improvement, disenchantment, your knowledge, sometimes disenchantment, not happy, because you're always seeing. So final part, because of disenchantment, you want to be free from that. In that time, give a simile. In the ancient time, go with the boat to the sea. They bring one bird. If they want to approach the shore bank, they send that bird. That bird is looking at everywhere to see bank or shore. So if he see shore, go directly that place. If not, he have to come back to the boat. No choice. So meditator also like that, want to be free from that situation, where is free from arising and vanishing, always aiming, inclining. So if you are discerning enough, you will see seashore. your mind will go that as a object. So that is we call Nibbana. So once you see Nibbana, that is we say Sotapatti Magga. So at that time, that consciousness arises. The object is become change. Before that, you are seeing mentality, materiality arising and vanish. Now you see Nibbana. If so, that consciousness is we call Sotapatti Magga. The object of Sotapatti Magga is Nibbana. One time only. After Sotapatti Magga, Sotapatti Phala 2 or 3 times arise. The object of Sotapatti Phala also Nibbana. Nibbana object. Nibbana object. At that time, in your mind, some defilements are removed by this Chaita. What kind of defilements? Especially doubt. You no more doubt. You know Nibbana. At that time, you have no doubt. Nibbana is surely have. Like that. Knowing mentality, materiality also, you quite enough. Quite enough. At that time, you know, that is our body is only mentality, materiality. No doubt. So about the sila, practicing, no doubt. You believe sila. Sila is beneficial, you know. Concentration also you believe. Our concentration is really have. Panya, knowing mentality, materiality, knowing Nibbana, that is called Panya. Panya also you believe. Panya is really have, no doubt. Who teach those Dhamma? Who teach Nibbana? The Buddha really have, you know. Because you yourself, you can see Nibbana. Who improve about the Dhamma by following Buddha's teaching? That is Sangha. Sangha is really have. So about the Buddha, about the Dhamma, about the Sangha, you no more doubt. About the future life, no more doubt. About the present, what kind of materiality, mentality, no need to ask who am I? Like that. At that time, who am I? You know, mentality, materiality. So that is cannot think. That sentence in the Buddha's teaching have, who am I? That is one kind of doubt. Wrong thinking. Some are practicing like that. Actually, in the scripture mentioned that is wrong thinking. Cannot do who am I? Who am I? By thinking like that, cannot get answer. By practicing previous way only can understand who am I. Like that. So some practicing who am I? Like that. That only. They are finding out the solve, the problem, the answer. So if just who am I, if you think, doubt more come out, wrong view will come out more. Maybe something solve I have like that. So by understanding according to Buddha's teaching only can solve that problem. At that time, about the present, he understands well. Who am I? He no doubt. How I have been, he no doubt. He have seen. Future, about the future, how I will be. So he already have seen. About that, no more doubt. So once you see Nibbana with the Sotapatti Magga Chaita, no more doubt. Also, no more wrong view. No more wrong view. About the karma and result, all causes are you know. Because of this karma and result, you surely believe. Not changeable by other person. Although other person say many teachers about not having karma, you not believe. Yourself, you can see like that. Because of this, he can dispel totally about the doubt and wrong view. About the greed, about the anger, those chaitas are not dispelled totally, but which can produce a woeful state. Such anger can dispel, which can produce a woeful state. Such craving can dispel, like that. So for him, cannot get a woeful state. Only will get a human life, Deva life, Brahma life. No more woeful states, like that. No more jealousy, no more envy. That is a very, very bad situation. Envy and jealousy can produce a woeful state. Once you see Nibbana with the Sotapaddi Magga, no more envy, no more jealousy, like that. Aisa Manchariya. That is also can dispel. So after that, Sotapaddi Phala. Sotapaddi Phala also see Nibbana. Object of Sotapaddi Phala is seeing Nibbana. So for that person, in the human and Deva life, only 7 times. Cannot get more than 7 times. That is at most. Maybe may go Brahma life, but human and Deva life only 7 times. So that is we call stream entry. Sota is a stream, Apatti is entry. So stream entry. Meaning is if you go to stream entry, that water you are surely will go to the sea, will flow with the stream to the sea. In the same way, that person is not changeable. Later surely will go Nibbana. That means is a stream entry. If you got into the river, so you float on the river, later final stage is will go to the sea. That person also not changeable. Just can no need to practice too much. Automatically stream entry for him, not changeable. Cannot get a woeful state. The better life only will get. So later part surely will get Nibbana ocean. So that is mean as a stream entry. So in this way, after that become Sotapanna, can stay normal life, but no more doubt, no more wrong view. Some anger have, but not so strong. Some greed have, not so strong. Cannot produce a woeful state. So normal life can stay. But if she or he want to see Nibbana, want to take absorption, can do Phala Samapatti. Sotapatti Phala can arise. Sotapatti Phala can arise many times. But Magga is only one time. Magga is one mean. Magga is a Kusala mind, only one time. Cannot get next time. So next time is Phala Chaita only can arise. The Holy One-on-One can arise Phala Chaita only. Phala Chaita can arise the Holy One-on-One. If you want 2-on-1, 3-on, 1 day, 1 night, possible. At most 7 days, continuously. If you eat chocolate after 1-on-1, don't want to eat. No more want to eat. Chocolate taste is only can enjoy about 1-on-1. So seeing Nibbana is the whole day, the whole night cannot satisfy. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 7 days, like that can do. So how good it tastes, like that. Seeing a movie also after 2 or 3 hours you may tired, don't want to see again. So seeing Nibbana is not like that. So if she want to rest or want to enjoy with the Nibbana object, can enjoy occasionally. Occasionally, that is a Sotapatti Phala Chaita. We can say Phala absorption. Only the Holy One-on-One Phala Chaita rise again and again. You are seeing Nibbana only. Object is only one object, Nibbana. So that is not to improve, but that is to enjoy or to relax in life. So if we want to improve, we have to discern again vipassana. Mentality or materiality anyway, past, sometime present, sometime future, sometime together, sometime mentality, sometime materiality. Have to do impermanence, non-self, suffering. Have to discern to get improvement, aiming to get improvement, next stage. So have to discern, the same discerning. So have to discern. By discerning like that, later, second stage, you can see Nibbana. That is Sakadagami Magga. Sakadagami Magga. So the object of Sakadagami Magga is also Nibbana. What is different? More clear. More clear. Stage is different, the same object. Like first jhana, second jhana. First jhana also this object, second jhana also this object, but different. Different situation, different level. So, after Sakadagami Magga arises only one time, one moment, about 1 second. So that person is, we call Sakadagami Magga Samingi, the person who endowed with Sakadagami Magga. That person is a very short time, 1 second. That is one kind of noble person. After that, 2 or 3 times Phalacita arises continuously. Object is Nibbana. After, from that point, Sakadagami Phalabhasa. Sakadagami Phalabhasa, you can say. So that is the 4th noble bhasa. Sotapatti Magga bhasa, Sotapatti Phala bhasa. Sakadagami Magga bhasa, Sakadagami Phala bhasa. So 4th noble bhasa. So in the Sakadagami Magga stage, not dispel any defilements totally. Make it thinner, make it lesser only. Anger, more less. That only anger still have. Greed also still have, but lesser, like that, lesser. So in this way, you practice vipassana to gain next stage, the 3rd stage. Discern to get a 3rd stage. So after enough, you will see Nibbana, the same object, but more clear. More clear. Your wisdom is more sharp. So once you got Anagami Magga, anger can dispel totally. You can dispel anger totally. No more anger for that person. No more sadness, no more sorrow, no more disappointed, frustrated, like that. Anagami person can dispel anger. Another thing, Anagami person can dispel greed about the human and deva life. Husband and wife don't want to associate in that stage. So, in the Buddha story, one person is called Katikara. He is an Anagami person. Lay people, not ordained, because his parents are blind and old, need to support. He is making import. By making import, he earns money. So, he not killing others, not stealing, not telling lie, not doing misconduct about the sexual case, not drinking alcohol. Not only that, not eating dinner. If an Anagami person, their nature is not eating dinner. Afternoon, they don't eat. That is their nature. So, Anagami person not do. Another thing is not hold money. No more dollars. Don't want to hold. So he sell pots, keeping pots in front of the house. If someone want to get pot, please give me rice and bean, like that. So people around him also, people know that person is a noble person. He is supporting his parents who is blind. So if their properties is much, he is a good person, we should offer him. If less, although less put no, but later part they give again, because they understand about that person. That person's character is very good. Also present time also he is supporting parents. So many people know, for him no problem. So even lay people no eat dinner or no hold dollars. As long as you have dollars, surely you are not yet anagami person. So, if you want to be anagami person, first of all, you should relinquish your dollars. That is the most easy way to practice. Huh? They don't have attachment about the dollars, only properties they want to survive. Something strange. The other person also like that, by listening in Dhamma talk, he become anagami. So he go back home. His wife welcome him, but by closing down, by keeping the eye downside, he go into the house. So wife thinking, what happened? Like that. So no more attachment, no have association with the husband, like a husband, wife. They don't have attachment. They cannot do such association. So anagami person totally dispel anger, dispel lust about the human and deva life. So only they have attachment about the Brahma life. Still have about the Brahma life, but don't want to get human life, don't want to get deva life. So because of this, if anagami person no practice jhana in the beginning, but near that moment, he surely have jhana, because to get Brahma life. They have practiced a lot of Dhamma, so not why we don't get jhana, because of defilements. He have dispelled defilements, so to produce a jhana for them easy. Another thing is that he don't want to go human and deva life, want to go Brahma life. No choice, have to get a visa. Visa. So in the near death moment, those persons must have jhana, like that. Jhana. So anagami person is no more anger, no pain about that in mind, like that. Because of this, one of my friend, whenever he meets me, because I'm staying at the Pa-Auk, he think practicing in Dhamma. So whenever he meets me, he trying to pull out my hair on the shin, body hair on the shin, on the leg. I'm trying to pull out your hair. Meaning if you are not coming, may not pain, may not shout that. So his testing is quite easy. So if you want to take another person, you can dust. One of my friends always he meet me trying to pull out my hair like So that is a anagami person. Arhata stage, if you want to get Arhata stage, also the same practicing, the same discerning mentality, materiality, sometimes internal, sometimes external, or both, sometimes past, present, future, sometimes mentality, materiality, like that. Have to discern, sometimes nature, impermanence, sometimes you do dukkha, suffering, sometimes have to think anatta, non-self, in this way have to think. So if you are enough, so get Arhata stage, no more defilements. Even in last, no have totally ignorance, totally despair. So that is the final stage. No defilements have anger, no have delusion, no have doubt, no have lust, no have shameless, or fearless, or everything, no have restlessness, no have sloth and torpor, no have like that. So can dispel all akusala, all akusala. So in his mind, only no mentality, materiality, impermanence, suffering, non-self, only like automatically for him. That is we say satata vihara. That their thinking is always like that, mentality, materiality, impermanence, suffering. That is a normal thinking. To say Bande Ananda, to say Bande Akasapa, that is have to change by changing mind. To understand for others only, they have to say that is a Buddha, that is a Bande Sari Buddha, that is a Bande Ananda. To understand for others only. Original thinking is mentality, materiality. No me, no others, no beings. No beings. Because of this, whatever they have experienced, their mind is very stable. No mind disease or mentality, materiality is disease. They are thinking like that. According to cause what happened. So that is in the Sutta say not dependent on the world. What is world? World is 5 aggregates. Mentality, materiality. For we are ordinary person, we always a dependent world. If something get disease, oh, that is I got disease. Like that. Thinking in mind or my world, my properties, like that. For the Arahant are not dependent on the world. They are knowing mentality, materiality. Anything happen, that is according to cause and effect. They can accept the nature. We have nature. We are, according to nature, we are having, sometimes get disease, sometimes old, sometimes death. That is nature, according to nature flowing. But we occupy, that is me. So, because of occupying, we have to suffer. When nature comes, we cannot accept. That is a mind disease, that is a mind pain, like that. We are holding with the wrong view, with ignorance. Because of this, if something happens, we have to suffer. For the Arahanta, no need to suffer. They know the nature of materiality. They know the nature of mentality. Because of this, sometimes the Buddha say, what is a disease? Disease, roga is 5 aggregates. 5 aggregates are roga. Not my mind disease, no you are diseased, like that. So everything happens, they are acceptable. They understand the cause and effect. They not occupy, that is me, that is beings, that is others, like that. So according to Dhamma, they do their action. They don't think that is me, that is other. So between you and me, no difference. Like that for them. Only they are going according to Dhamma, doing action according to Dhamma. They don't think that is my property or that is your property, like that. So they can follow Dhamma, fully. So only their action is only kusala, no akusala. But although do good thing, we cannot call it kusala. Because the kusala is have to produce a result. Their action is not produce a result. Also kusala we have to say kiriya, mere action. They have a good action but not produce a result. Why? To produce a result, to become, we need ignorance. We need a craving. They don't have a craving. They don't have ignorance, delusion. Because of this, to produce a karma, not enough. Whatever they do action, just a mere action. No more life. But the body is, that is a result of previous karma. Still have. Result is still have. Because of body, they are doing action also still have. But cannot say karma. They stop new karma. Because of previous karma, they may get gains, they may suffer. Such a result still have. But a new karma stop. Also new result, future result also stop. Like that. So that stage is we call Arahata Mega Arahata Phala. After he passed away, we get Nibbana, cessation of all suffering, cessation of mentality, materiality, like that. So, finish 8 kinds of Lokottara Chaita. So, next page we shall see. So, counting of Chaita according to sphere of consciousness in brief. Kama Vachara Chaita, Rupa 54. Do you know 54? Akusala 12. Rootless 18. Kama Vachara Sovana 24. Or 54. That is what we call Kama Vachara. In the Kama Vachara, Kusala also have, Akusala also have. Two there. Rupa Vachara Chaita, only 15. 15 is a Kusala 5, Vibhaka 5, Kriya 5. Arupa Vachara Chaita 12. 12 is Kusala 4, Vibhaka 4, Kriya 4. 4, 4, 4, 12. Lokottara Chaita 8, Kusala 4, Vibhaka 4, no Kriya. No Kriya. Why no Kriya is Mekha Chaita is only can arise only one time. After Arahanta, Mekha Chaita no arise. Also no need to arise. All defilements are already dispelled. To dispel defilements, no need to arise. Mekha Chaita no need to arise. So no more Kriya Chaita. So total 89. That is in brief way. In detail. Kamavasara Chaita 54, Rupavasara Chaita 15, Arupavasara Chaita 12. Lokottara Chaita is 40. 40. That is in detail. Lokottara Chaita is in brief way 8, in detail 40. That is a need to know. So how to be 40 before only 8? Sodapatti Mekha Chaita before we count only 1. Now become 5. So in the same way, Sakadagami Mekha, Nagami Mekha, Arahata Mekha, 5, 5, 5. Sodapatti Phala, Sakadagami Phala, Nagami Phala, Arahata Phala also 5, 5, 5, 5. So Mekha Chaita 20, Phala Chaita 20 or 40. So how do we 40? How do we 5? If you know Sodapatti Mekha Chaita 5, you can know everything. Because it's the same, or 5, 5, 5. Only one 5 only. One type of 5 only you can know. If you know that, other things you can know. Yeah, Sodapatti Mekha Chaita 5, how to count? Repeat after me. Vidaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukhe Gagada, Sahidam, Bhattama Jana, Sodapatti Mekha Chaitam, Vichara Piti, Sukhe Gagada, Sahidam, Dutiya Jana, Sodapatti Mekha Chaitam, Piti Sukhe Gagada Sahidam, Tatiya Jana, Sodapatti Mekha Chaitam, Sukhe Gagada Sahidam, Chatutha Jana, Sodapatti Mekha Chaitam, Ubekhe Gagada Sahidam, Panchama Jana, Sodapatti Mekha Chaitam. Altogether 5. So can say Prathama Jana 1, second jhana, first jhana 1, second jhana, Dutiya jhana, Tatiya jhana, third jhana, Chatutha jhana, fourth jhana, Panchama jhana, fifth jhana. So Sodapatti Mekha before 1, now counting in 5. So in the same way, Sakadagami Mekha also the same counting, changing instead of Sodapatti Mekha, Sakadagami Mekha. Instead of Sakadagami Mekha, Anagami Mega, like that. Or 5, 5, 5, 5. So, Sotapatti Mega 5. So, one person cannot get all 5. One person, only one can get. Maybe Pratama Jhana Sotapatti Mega Chaita. Maybe Dutiya Jhana, like that. Only one can get. Not like previous jhana. Rupavasara jhana is first jhana is first of all, first jhana, second time, second jhana, third time, third jhana, like that. You can get all 5 jhana. But this is, you have to choose one of them. Cannot get all 5. Because Mega Chaita can arise only one time. Cannot arise 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, like that. So, one person can arise only one of them. One of them can get. So, if your consciousness associated with Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekagata, 5 jhana factor, if you have, so that is the first jhana. If Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekagata, only 4 jhana factor, second jhana only you may get. According to jhana factor, you may get first jhana Sotapatti Mega, or you may get second, you may get third, like that. Only one you can get. So, based on what? Based on basic jhana. Sometimes you Rupavasara jhana, you go into the Rupavasara jhana to get a foundation of Vipassana. So, you go into first jhana. After emerging first jhana, you descend miscellaneous conditions, miscellaneous phenomena. Means the whole Nama Rupa you descend, for example. By descending like that, you got Sotapatti Mega. If so, because of your base, your basic jhana is first jhana. If so, you will get first Sotapatti Mega Chaita with the 5 jhana factor. Some are not go into first jhana. In the final stage, go into second jhana to make a foundation of Vipassana. After second jhana, emerging from second jhana, you will descend all mentality, materiality. You get Nibbana. If so, your jhana is a second jhana. Because of foundation of Vipassana. Based on foundation jhana. That is one idea. Another idea is foundation jhana, not because of foundation jhana. Some are not do foundation. They descend first jhana. First jhana consciousness is impermanence, suffering, like that, as a Vipassana. If so, because of descending first jhana as a Vipassana, they got first jhana Sotapatti Mega Chaita. Because you have practiced the previous time, first jhana also, second jhana also, third jhana also, fourth jhana also, fifth jhana also. You can descend those jhana as a Vipassana. That is your consciousness. So you can do fifth jhana, and when descend Vipassana, fifth jhana. Fifth jhana consciousness is impermanence, suffering, like that. If so, because of descending fifth jhana, you will get fifth Sotapatti Mega Chaita with the 2 factors. So, one thing is according to your base, foundation jhana. The other things according to your descending jhana as a Vipassana. Next one is according to your desire. According to your desire. So, meditate like that. For example, I make a foundation, first jhana. So, making concentration becomes strong. After that, emerge first jhana. But descending in time, I descend second jhana as a Vipassana. So, foundation is first jhana, descending is second jhana, different. So, I mind Sotapatti Mega, where we first jhana or where we second jhana. According to foundation or according to discerning. So in this case, according to meditator's desire, what kind of jhana you want to be? Based on that, you may be first jhana, you may be second jhana, like that. So if there is no desire, okay, and any jhana, okay. If so, the highest jhana you will get, because highest jhana is more powerful than lower jhana. If so, you will get second jhana, Sotapatti Magga Citta. So like that, according to basic foundation jhana, according to discerning jhana, according to your desire. So, but some persons are totally no practice jhana. They don't have a jhana. They cannot do foundation, they cannot do discerning, because they don't have a jhana. If so, for those persons, first jhana consciousness, because they are only Kamosra Citta. Kamosra Citta is have 5 factors. Vitakka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekaggata. Because of this, if some meditator not have a jhana totally, they surely get first jhana, Magga Citta. Like that. Some have a jhana, but some have a jhana. Although they have a jhana, totally no practice jhana. Directly, final stage, directly go to the mentality, materiality, discerning. If so, for those also, first jhana, Sotapatti Magga Citta. Someone not have a jhana, he can practice jhana, but not practice jhana. Maybe this time we get Sotapatti Magga. At that time, no practice, no go into the jhana. Go directly, discerning materiality, mentality, nature, dukkha, anatta. So by doing like that, got nibbana. If so, that is the first jhana, Sotapatti Magga Citta. Because of not do foundation, as a vipassana, not do discerning about the jhana. Like that. For example, I don't do any jhana, just discerning materiality, mentality. At that time, if you got nibbana, first jhana, Sotapatti Magga Citta. Like that. So, according to foundation jhana, according to discerning jhana, according to desire. If you don't have a desire, according to highest jhana, you do. Like that. So that is the differences. So in this way, Sotapatti Magga Citta become 5. So Sakkatagami Magga, Nagami Magga, Arahata Magga, also the same. 5, become 20. So counting in Citta according to nature. Akusala Citta 12. Kusala Citta 21 or 37. 21 is a brief way, 37 is in detail. Because Kusala is a Lokottara have a Kusala, you know. In detail and in brief way is because of Lokottara Citta. The other Citta are the same. No brief way, no wider way. In detail. Lokottara Citta only brief way have, in detail also have. So, in brief way, Kusala Citta 21, in wider way, in detail, 37. Vipaka Citta, in brief way, 36, in detail, 52. Because Phala Citta is a Vipaka Citta. Phala Citta is in brief way, 8, in wider way, 20, like that. Based on that, become 36 and 52. Kriya Citta is only one way, not two way. In brief way also 20, in wider way also 20. Total 89 and 121. That is such a counting. Sometimes counting kusala, akusala, vipaka, kiriya. In this way also can count. So next one is Somanasa Sahagata or Sukha Sahagata 63. And that is according to feeling. Domanasa Sahagata or Dokha Sahagata 3. 3 you may remember. Anger is 2. Body consciousness is 1, 3. Ubekha Sahagata neutral feeling 55. Neutral feeling is 55. So all 121 chaita. That is according to feeling we count. Next one, counting of chaita according to type. Kamosra chaita 54. First jhana chaita 11. You know first jhana chaita 11. Among Rupavasra chaita, Kusala chaita 1, Kriya chaita 1, Vibhaga chaita 1, Kriya chaita 1. First jhana 3. Among Lokodra chaita, first jhana chaita 8. 3 and 8, 11. Yeah, later you can count yourself. Second jhana chaita 11, third jhana chaita 11, fourth jhana chaita 11, fifth jhana chaita 23. Why become 23? Do you know? Because of 12 arupavajra chaita. 12 arupavajra chaita is considered fifth jhana. Fifth jhana. Because it associates with the two factors, ubekha, ekaggata. So because of 12 arupavajra chaita, fifth jhana is 23. 23. So total 121 consciousness. So jhana chaita is non-jhana chaita is only 54. Kamosra chaita is non-jhana. Rupavajra, arupavajra, lokodra chaita is consider jhana chaita. Consider jhana chaita. So now we finish the chapter of chaita, about the chaita. All chaitas you know. Now you got parachaita vijnana, knowing others' mind. Not only one. All beings are, their chaita is only 121 or 89. So you can check whenever you stay, you can check yourself what kind of chaita arise. Yeah, you can check all beings, what kind of chaita they have, like that. Now you are knowing all chaitas, all chaitas. So that is a good learning. Abhidhamma is can get wrong view. I can get a right view. if you not memorized, yeah, can get a right view. So that is a very important. Many objects come out in our mind. So if you don't learn, you don't know about the object. Why this chaita arise? Why this consciousness arise? So by learning Abhidhamma, whatever you see in your mind, you can decide how I dream, how I unconscious, how I reborn, how I die, like that. Everything you can guess about by learning like that. So if you don't learn why this object appear, you may not know like that. So you cannot manage because you don't know what is the kusala mind, what is the akusala mind. So if we continue cetasika, cetasika is other mental factor associated with the chaita. So that is also mental factors we need to know. So only now you are knowing only one factors, chaita. One factors, the other factor still have. So chaita is like that, awareness, the object. That is it is characteristics. So like water, if you add mango water. If you add apple, become apple water. So chaita is like one factor, like water. So you need to learn which is mango, which is apple, which is mixed with the chaita, like that. So if so, you may know every liquid. So we need to learn Cetasika in the next session. So time is up. Huh? So if there is any question, you can ask. Yeah. Mm. Mm.
Bhante mentioned that Sotapatti is called stream entry.
Yeah.
So can Bhante explain the Pali word Sota and Patti?
Sota is the like a stream flowing of water, like that stream. Abhidhamma is arising fast, arising fast time. Arising fast time. R is fast time. Patti is rising. Oh, Patti is reaching. So reaching fast time into the stream. Yeah. One is ear. One ear also sota. Yeah. So here is that is water flowing, such a situation. That is streaming. Yeah. Patti is reaching. I is a fast time. So that means you go into the stream. Finally, you will go to into the sea. So in the same way, that person is only will flow with the kusala. Finally, will go Nibbana, sea, like that. So cannot be stopped. So about the human day, one life, only 7 lives, no more than 7 lives. So after 7 lives, surely will go to Nibbana, or a few lives later also can go Nibbana. More than, at most, 7 lives only can be human, can be Deva. After that, go to the Brahma. So mostly Brahma, if a noble person become Brahma, cannot get lower part. The same place may stay or may move next stage, but cannot go down. Noble persons cannot go down. So if they Brahma like that, if they arrive at this realm, some realms can stay this realm, but cannot go down like that. May move next one, may move next one, may move next one. Finally have to go Nibbana.
Bhante, I just want to check. This Sotapanna, must this person be renounced to achieve the Sotapanna status? Renounce means that
stay out.
Stay out.
Renounce is for the noble person, for the Buddha, like their teacher. For their teacher, they may say, not say for everybody. Mostly, their nature is want to hide. Not even you ask, may not say directly. But for the bhikkhus, although they are Sotapanna, for the lay people, they cannot say that is abati, although it is right. But for the monks, if they are practicing well, sometimes some bhikkhus are practicing in time, long time, not improve. So they lose energy, want to stop. At that time, to encourage them, you should practice. Practicing is beneficial, etc. Like this, they may mention their stage. So, for the not may say for some person, may announce for some person. Mostly they are hiding. They hide their situation. But sometimes bhikkhus have such a nature. If someone about to die, he is a practitioner diligently. At that time, the other bhikkhu may ask him, because about to die. So a lifetime, if we say like that, or if a Sotapanna say like that, later many people may come, may respect much. So maybe they may think their gain is not so pure, like that. So may disturb by the people. Because of this, at the near-death moment, if other bhikkhu ask, that is not rude. Want to know, do you have any situation to save your life? Maybe like that may ask. Because one of reflecting for bhikkhu life, we need to reflect always. In the near-death moment, the fellow monks may ask us, do you get any attainment? At that time, you should not be disappointed. So one of the reflection for the bhikkhu is like this, not to lose aim of bhikkhu life. Aim of bhikkhu life is to get attainment. So because of this, not to lose such aim, the Buddha encouraged monks to reflect that situation. In the near-death moment, fellow monks may ask, do you have any kind of attainment? At that time, you will not be disappointed. I not get anything. You should not give such answer. So meaning is reflecting is very important. That is inclining to practice, changing slowly, softly. Pushing suddenly is you may not like. So pushing slowly. To push slowly is to reflect like this.
So for a lay person can also be a Sotapanna, can also achieve a Sotapanna.
Yeah, sure.
Stage. And what is the characteristic of this Sotapanna?
Sotapanna characteristics is 5 precepts for the lay person. 5 precepts is you may have chance to die. How to say, you may get die, but you don't kill others, you don't steal and telling a lie, not do misconduct about the sexual case, and not drink alcohol. That is their mind. So by giving life, you protect 5 precepts. So about the 3 refuges, no break, no change religion, totally. So no jealousy, no envy, no envy. Yeah, and they have a strong faith. So that is their characteristics. If a bhikkhus intentionally, knowingly, they not commit any offense, they don't break any Buddha's rule. So for the bhikkhus, quite obvious. There are many rules of the monks. To protect totally very difficult. Sometimes in some situation may break for the ordinary person. But for the Sotapanna, if they don't know, they may do. If they know knowingly, they don't do. They may let die. So for the bhikkhus, if you see from time to time, so quite easy because of many rules. Many rules. But some rules is have in the which sutta is, I don't know, in Digha Nikaya, in the first books. Sotapanna is even they drink, they cannot go into they cannot drink alcohol. They cannot drink alcohol. They cannot go into their body. That is their nature. So means like a simile, one kind of bird, long, Georgia, crane. If they drink milk and water, mix it, they can drink only milk, no water left. That is because of their nature, their ability of life. Sotapanna also like that. They cannot drink alcohol. That is not because of nature, because of Dhamma. Yes, still have anger, but not so strongly. Maybe suitably anger. Suitably anger is Visakha. She is a Sotapanna. After her grandchildren passed away, she cried. That crying is because of anger. But that is not disturb others too much. Not that is acceptable for the other people. So that anger still have. Huh? Yeah, sure. Yeah. They can eat if they don't take 8 precepts. Normally 5 precepts only. Yeah, 5 precepts only. Yeah.
Bhante, I have a question. In the sutta, we used to hear when the Buddha gives his teaching, and then some of the bhikkhu or some attain arahanta. So that means to say that is it possible to attain arahanta straight away, or they have already attained the various stages during their practices or their past life?
Practicing in time can get straight away within one sitting, Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Nagami, until Arahanta can be within one sitting. Some are like that, continuously improvement within one sitting, one by one, like that. Some are Sotapanna, this time sitting Sotapanna. After a few months later, Sakadagami, like that. So have to improve. That is by taking meditation. No, your question?
What I meant was, that means it's possible to attain arahanta direct path without going through the Sotapanna?
Cannot,
right?
So everybody, including Buddha, everybody have to go through stage by stage, including Buddha. So after Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Nagami, like that, cannot go through directly Arahanta.
Because in the sutta we used to read that this person, after hearing Buddha's teaching, he became arahanta.
Yeah, sure. That is make it short, because some sutta they mentioned about that. So in some sutta, no say become Sotapanna, become Sakadagami, directly go to the end. Cannot be arahanta directly. Yeah.
Bhante, is it true that before I heard that even a person enter the Sotapanna, and it takes time to prove that he is really enterer, the stream enterer. It needs maybe sometimes 1 year, 2 years, then can prove that this person is the stream enterer. Is it true that? Quite difficult. I mean, the person says that if you are Sotapanna, it is quite difficult to differentiate really you are enterer or not. Is it true? Needs a long time to prove it.
Yes, and that is situations like that for the practitioner. If he is really Sotapanna, after Sotapatti Megacchita, have a reviewing process. That reviewing process, what defilements I have dispelled, what kind of defilements I still have, what kind of mega I have, what kind of law I have, what is Nibbana. So about this then, they check with the reviewing knowledge. After this process, Sotapatti Mega process, because of this, they can know their situation truly. For the real Sotapanna. But some people are like that, practice diligently, long time. long time, see some situation, they think they become Sotapanna. Such a person also have, because of diligently practicing, protecting morality, staying in the forest, they long time they don't have anger, they don't have delusion, greed like that. Because of this, their knowledge also quite sharp. They think they are self. I'm Sotapanna. So because of not real for those person, so such a person also have. So because of this, for the individual, if you say I'm Sotapanna, maybe real, may not be real. So the teacher may say you, please make sure, like that, make sure, because you are really or not really, they will not know truly. If you are real, you surely know I'm real. Really, I'm Sotapanna. So if you are thinking also according to thinking, some person I'm real may think. So because of this, thinking or not thinking, to make sure, please take a time, not to have anger or like the checking. But do you have such a thing, killing or stealing like that? Sometimes by understanding, at that time the mind is very separate. Light is sometimes come out very strongly. So like sometimes no more mentality, materiality. Maybe that is they say that is a nirvana. They think because of something or losing concentration. Before obvious mentality rising, later because of maybe something not obvious, rising and vanish. Or rising and vanish is a stop. So that is a nirvana, they may think. So because of this, they may encourage. But for the real Sotapanna, they are very sure, I'm Sotapanna, like that.
Would they declare that they are Sotapanna?
Huh?
Will they declare, tell people that they are Sotapanna?
So declare is the Buddha time, when Buddha teach, they become Sotapanna. At that time, sometimes they say, Data Dhammo, I have seen Dhamma. Bhatta Dhammo, I have reached Dhamma. Viditta Dhammo, I have known Dhamma. So for the teacher, sometimes they say, but may not announce for everybody. May not announce. So some people are even in the Buddha time, they think like that. Sometimes Sanlika Sutta teaches like that. So for the Bhikkhu life, going into the first jhana, second jhana, that is not important. Important thing is if you have anger, need to dispel anger. If you have greed, need to dispel greed. If you have jealousy, change not to have jealousy. If you kill, not to kill, like that. The Buddha say for those person, because their thinking is they are noble person, because they go into jhana. So their thinking is they are noble person. So the Buddha say, going into the jhana is staying comfortably in the present life. Only that. But the main important thing in the Buddha's dispensation is not to have greed, not to have delusion, envy, jealousy, harming, or stealing, killing, telling lie. That is only important in the Buddha's dispensation. And that is called Sanlika Sutta. Sanlika Sutta is a give teaching for those people who think noble person wrongly like that. So if some people are thinking like that, or you yourself, or important thing is not to have akusala mind. That is the essence of the Buddha's teaching.
Bhante, my question is, we talk about consciousness that move life to life, and then you talk about result
with the
consciousness moving from life to life, and resultant consciousness is what we are. How do you explain people who are by nature, who are very temperamental, some are very quiet, patient? How this phenomenon of this person
based
on consciousness. How do you explain that?
Yeah. So changing, like I not understand some part. Some part, later part, I will give answer. Maybe according to your question. Some saying I not understand. So some people are very quiet, be patient. Some people have anger. Such a thing is because of their mostly previous life. So you can learn about Bandikaspa. Before ordained, they are staying with the wife, husband, wife. The both persons are coming in from Brahma life. Before Brahma life, they are stay forest, practice jhana. So if they go into jhana, many time, long time, they don't have anger, or they don't have greed, because they are staying in the forest, they are practicing Dhamma. So after human life, they get Brahma life. Brahma life is no anger. In that life, no angry person, like that, no sadness person. So Brahma life is a long life, according to their karma. The more practice, the more long life, like that. So because of long life staying, after that life become human. If you are long, later you may not practice well, have to go down. Like a rich man, generation to generation, if a very rich, later part the children are no work, no earn money, so poor again. Like that. They forget their situation. So they also like that, later become human. Because of long time they are staying without anger, without delusion, and without greed. Their type is like a noble person. They stay husband, wife. Because of parents encourage to be married, they married. But they sleep the same bed. Between that there is a flower garland. So if you have two flower, so if you have last, your flower may wither, may not fresh. So if I have last, may my flower may not fresh. So they're saying truth. They sleep. After get up, the flower still fresh, So that is because of their long time not having anger or lust. They are because of that power of karma. In this life, they are very quiet. They don't have anger. Not only that person, the other person about Sariputta. Sariputta is in one life called Sattabhani. He has four nature. And one is Anusuyako. He totally not have envy. Not because of Mega Chaita. In his envy is not obvious, not arise, no jealousy. That is one characteristic. Another thing is Amija Bayako, not drink alcohol. Another thing is Anusuyako. He not love anyone or any properties. Accordingly, he not hate anyone. He not have anger. This four characteristics he has. So when about drinking alcohol, one life, because by drinking, he killed his children. Because of that suffer, he decided himself, I don't want to drink alcohol anymore. So because of that decision, he not have drinking alcohol. Not having anger is, in one life he is ascetic, he practices Metta meditation, 7 years. After 7 years, he have to get a Brahma life, 7 eon. So because of that power of Metta meditation, in this life, he no hate anyone. He no have anger. So that is because of karma, long time karma. Well, they are still ordinary person. Cannot say totally remove. That is, lying down. But they have a chance to come out if a very tough experience. So Sotapatti Magga flat persons, if they have dispelled, although you pull out the hair, not have anger totally like that. They are totally dispelled. Those persons are not removed by Magga because of long time practicing. Yeah.
So the previous life of those realm you are in, also a reflection of what you are today.
Yeah.
And then for a guy who acts like a girl, so his past life must be many lifetimes as a lady.
Another one is previous saying is about the past life. Present practicing also include. Some persons are staying unsuitable place, not suitable place. Many persons have anger, want to fight. So later also you also have to be tough. So that is the present cause also we have. If we stay among the gentle environment, so we also no more anger like that. That is possible. That is the present cause. Meaning have a past cause and present cause. You can ask next question.
I already asked my question.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. That is actually have a reason. Yeah. Okay. You can learn about that question in the Jataka called Mahanarada Jataka. If so, you will get that answer. You will get called Mahanarada Jataka. Yeah. Okay.
I remember Monday talk about discerning materiality and mentality.
Yeah.
I've just a bit of doubt here. I want to just clarify. And Monday mentioned that a person can enter Sotapatti Magga through discerning jhana factor. Correct?
Huh?
By discerning jhana factor. But that you don't actually discern materiality. So does it mean that you do not really need to discern materiality, because a person who actually attains Sotapatti Magga through discerning jhana factor doesn't actually discern materiality, only mentality. Is that correct?
Yeah, but that is the final stage. Before that, you have discerned all the mentality, materiality, cause and effect. Sometimes you discern materiality. Sometimes you discern mentality. Sometimes you discern past, present, future, like that. Alternatively, you are doing. But final stage, by discerning jhana factor, he gains Sotapatti Magga. Before that, you have discerned all materiality.
So eventually, also still need to discern materiality no matter what. Is that correct?
Yeah. We need to discern before that. So to get Sotapatti Magga, you cannot get. Before that, many things you should do. Many things: discerning materiality, discerning mentality, discerning cause and effect. Although you complete, not enough. Have to do again and again. Sometimes discerning materiality, sometimes mentality, sometimes cause, sometimes effect, sometimes internal, sometimes external. So final stage only I say. Final stage only I say like that.
Yeah, I think because we run out of time, maybe you need to stop here.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
If so, we will do sharing merits. Repeat after me. Idame nyatinam hotu Sukhita hontu nyatayo Idame nyatina hotu Sukhita hontu nyatayo Idame nyatina hotu Sukhita hontu nyatayo Idame punya Asawakaya Wahan hotu Idame punya Nibbanasa Pachayo Hotu Mama punya bhagam Sava sadhana Bhajemi Desabe Me sama Punya bhagam Labandu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu